Oprah has to leave. Yes, so she was going anyway. Don't be greedy. But, I mean, this is like just a moment where we get to hang out. I know you're dying, so we'll do this. 2 questions. I'll take one from this side of the audience and one from that side. Something you've always wanted to ask. Don't ask her what her favorite color is. Think for a moment. I'll ask her one question first, just to get us on the, so you can think for a little bit. Just one from this side, one from that side.
This is the behind-the-scenes thing you do, right?
Oh, this is between the scenes.
Between the scenes.
We just hang out and do it.
Okay,
this is like your. It's funny. I didn't know you talk to your audience.
Yes.
Yes, this is me. I just hang out with the real people.
Isn't that cool?
I love it. So are you kidding me?
I love it.
I wanted to know one thing. You are Oprah Winfrey. You have been very wealthy for a long time. You've worked hard to get there. I often wonder how much normalcy there still is in your life. Like, how many normal, random things happen to you? Like, when was the last time your phone ran out of battery while you were speaking? Does that ever happen to you?
No.
Okay. Like never. Like, so for instance, has there ever been a moment where you're in the bathroom and then the toilet roll is done? No.
Oh no.
What is the most?
No. You know why? Because at my house, I don't know if this happens at your house, but at my house, when the toilet roll is checked regularly, and when it's been checked, like after you go into the bathroom,
yes,
somebody will come in and it's folded into a little triangle.
Like
yes.
you live in a hotel?
Yeah, it's like folded in a triangle every time.
Okay, we'll take one from each side.
No, I will tell you though, something's very normal that you wouldn't think.
Okay, let's go.
I travel with my own bread, and I bring my own avocados.
Are you serious?
Yes, I do. So I have an avocado orchard. So I think.
Oh, the story got not normal, Oprah.
No.
You just said I'm going to tell you something normal. Then you said I have my own avocado orchard.
Okay. But so I think it's ridiculous to pay for avocados.
Which is why you bought your own orchard? Are you kidding me? That is not a normal story.
Okay, all right.
I made my own avocados because they're too expensive.
Yes. Okay. Another thing, very normal. The one thing I will not do is send my underwear out to be washed or cleaned.
Wow.
No.
Okay, no, that's yes.
Normal. You know why?
My grandmother would love that.
Because it's $5 for a pair of panties.
That's the reason?
That's the reason.
Oh, my grandmother would say, like, so for instance, you know when you put the washing in the basket and everything? And so everyone in the family, so I would do washing, then my cousin would do, everyone would do it, and then sometimes I would throw the underwear, and then my grandmother would come and then she'd be like, Trevor, you want people to know your secrets. You want people, watch this yourself. No one must know your secrets. No. All right, we gotta get Oprah out of here, so we're gonna get 2 questions. Yes, right at the top.
Would you ever open a school in the United States?
Yes, I'm actually thinking about it. I'm actually thinking about where. And the reason why I called it the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa, because even then I was thinking this will just be one. This will be like the satellite school, and then I will do others. But it's taken me a while to get it right. It took me about 10 years to actually get it right. So thank you for that question. I'm actually thinking about it, where to do it.
Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to find out from you, because I've been mental health trained, mental health first aid trained. And in my culture, I see people with mental health issues because of trauma and property, but they won't admit it.
Yeah.
What's the thing? How do I get them to realize that what they've experienced is actually trauma?
We're going to normalize it so. Harry and I are going to normalize it to the point that people will be like, hey, I got mental illness. And that's what you want, for it to call it out to the point where it's no longer such a stigmatized big deal. It's no longer a taboo that people say, they recognize themselves immediately. I will tell you this, that when some of my girls first came here, I was talking to one on the phone who all the girls had said, this girl is depressed, she hasn't come out of her dorm, blah, blah, blah. And we, on the phone, Googled all the symptoms for depression. And this girl, who's now, by the way, doing very well, but said to me, I said, so you're every single symptom of depression. You need to get help. And she said, I can't be depressed, I'm African. And Africans don't get depressed.
That's a true thing that we have. We have a lot of that.
I can't be depressed, I'm African. So I want to erase that. And the way to do it is by talking about it more. So watch the series.
All right, that's it. But I have one final question before you go. One of the greatest pressures, in my opinion, of being Oprah is that everywhere you go, people are waiting for you to tell them to look under their seats.
Yes.
Because everyone's waiting for you to give them something.
So I want to say, look under your seats, everybody gets up. Boo!
You're all getting a book. You're getting a book. You're getting a book. Everybody's getting a book. sometimes just don't want to know what the movie's about, and then you. Oh, hi.
I just want to say I really like the behind the scenes stuff. I always watch it on YouTube, so like, can I hang out?
Oh wow, thank you. No, it's not a. No, you can please sit. Sorry, I don't want to be rude, but it's not a like it's not like a. I just talk to the audience.
Yeah, I can talk to the audience. Do you think the audience doesn't want to talk to me? Yeah. We can talk about your dead dog again and bum everybody out again.
What? It's not like I just brought up my dead dog. Someone in the audience asked me about my dead dog, and then that's how it.
See, it's happening again, just like I said. He's talking about it again. He's bumming everybody out.
No, it's just like between the scenes. It's just like a random. I've never been.
That's great. No, I'm in a hoodie because you know the studio's freezing and the ladies have to wear the cute dresses, and I wanted to finally be comfortable in a studio because of the patriarchy. It's always freezing. Ladies are excited. I see you in the halter top. I see you. She's uncomfortable.
I feel like you've taken my between the scenes and turned it against me. It's like an intimate moment I share with, and you guys just turned on me as well. We were hanging out, and now you just flipped it on me. So what do you want to do? Did you say so? Did you say so? Give us sweaters? How did this? I didn't take your sweaters away. Why is the mob cheering for sweaters now? There's no sweaters rule in this. Wow, you guys are next level. Give us sweaters, Trevor! This is how Arab Spring starts. This is like, we want the sweaters! No, yeah, I genuinely thank you for enjoying Between the Scenes, but I don't know if there's anything you can do.
Am I the first guest to come on the Between the Scenes?
You're the first guest who's come out after we're done with you. This is like a very weird.
Honestly, I put on a hoodie and I felt really, really confident.
So you were just like, I'm just gonna come. I don't know what to do right now. Because when Between the Scenes,
well, let's take questions from the audience. That's what you do. That's what I'll do.
You can pick who the question comes from. That's what I do.
Hi. Hey, gray girl.
Yeah. So first of all, not to make this weird, but you're on my boyfriend's list.
What's up, bro? Hey. How you doing? You doing good? You haven't put a ring on it yet? What's going on?
No, not yet.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Am I on your list? Okay, great. It's good to know I've got options. Thank you.
Wait, can you back? What do you mean on your list? Like how? What do you mean?
He's so cute. You know your list.
No.
Of like somebody
like
that
favorite actresses?
That like somebody that you can sleep with like you get like a hall pass for like 5 people. It's like 5 people? Yeah.
5 people you can sleep with?
Yeah, if you run into them and
Wait,
the
this is
moment
like a normal
right.
relationship thing?
Yeah.
You just go like, there are 5 people you can, and then you were like, she's on your list? But like, so you thought you can. I don't understand how this works. No, I mean like, does the list, so do you know who's, like, do you know that you're on lists, or how does that work?
People have made me aware that I'm on lists.
But they don't consult you at all?
I don't have to sleep with him, Trevor.
No, that's why I'm saying it's a bit weird that she's like, just so you know, you're on his list, like it's okay.
No, she's trying to wingman her own boyfriend, and I respect it.
Wow, okay. You know what I feel about like this list thing is like,
Oh, wow.
I feel like the list is a lot more like fun when the person's not real, like, cause right now it's like the list is real now. Isn't it supposed to be like someone you'd never meet? And now you're like there, like you're smiling a lot. Wow, okay. Who's on your list then?
The top of my list is probably Hugh Jackman.
Oh, that guy's an asshole. No, I'm kidding. I literally say that because he's one of the nicest people in Hollywood. That's why I can make that joke.
He's too nice, and he's like Australian nice, which makes it even worse. He's like super, oh yeah, nice to see you again, oh yeah. So, who else?
Bon Jovi.
Okay, Hugh Jackman, Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Who else? Who else is on the list?
You, sure.
No. Don't put me on your list. Don't put me. I don't want sympathy list. Don't you sympathy list me. Don't sympathy list. I don't want sympathy. I want like thought out lists. Hugh Jackman, Bon Jovi. Anyone else?
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey. Well, it's funny you say that because.
No, he's not here.
You guys thought I was going to bring out Matthew McConaughey, and he was just going to walk up to you and be like, all right. I was chatting to John before the show, and I was like, so what are you going to do while we're setting up? And he's like, well, I can just hang out with the audience, and they can ask me questions and stuff. And so I said, you wouldn't want to do that, John. They're animals. And he said, no, give them a chance, Trevor. Give them a chance. So if you've ever wanted to ask John Legend a question, and don't ask him for like a record deal. Don't make it something like awkward, like real questions. Like, this is your moment to interview John Legend. So if you have a question that, yes, ma'am, you went up first.
Does Miles love the music, or does he not know?
I don't think he knows anything yet. My daughter's very aware of my music. She requests it, finally. When I made the Christmas album, she started requesting my music from me, so she'll like ask to listen to Dada's Christmas music. And in April, any time of year, she doesn't care. So I've been listening to my Christmas album for like 8 months now.
You know, can I tell you what I found really amazing is, so Chrissy Teigen, John Legend, these guys are like hashtag couple goals. Everyone envies you. No, you seem like you have the most fun together. And then I feel like you have the perfect kids. Because your daughter looks exactly like Chrissy. Like you go like, this is mini Chrissy Teigen. And then your son, the first time I saw the picture, I thought Chrissy Teigen had done a face swap. And I don't know if you see like...
He looks a lot like me.
He is you.
He has my personality too.
Are you serious?
So far, yeah.
Do you think either of them will get into music?
You know, we'll see. I would love it if they loved music, but I'm not going to pressure them. I'm just going to be like, you know, you have to go to piano lessons.
You can be an accountant, but on the piano. 1 + 1. Anyone? Yes, sir.
What's your opinion on the free music out there?
Well, most of it's not free, really. I think it's better than, you know, it being pirated because it at least gives us an opportunity to be compensated for our work. So even when it's free, if there's ads, we're getting paid off of the ad revenue. And if you pay, you know, your membership fee or whatever, we're getting a portion of that as well. And not just me, I'm rich, I'm fine. But honestly, there's a lot of songwriters and musicians and producers that aren't rich, and they deserve to get compensated for the work that they do. And so I'm happy that there's a regime now that actually accounts for the spends and makes sure that if people's work is being used to make money, that they're getting a piece of that money. And so I think that's a good thing.
Let me ask you this: do you think streaming has improved the way we consume music, or do you think it's made music more disposable?
Well, I think it's changed it. I think it makes us listen to singles, I think, more than we did maybe 20 years ago. Whereas I think there was an album era. I think the old days there was more of a singles era, actually. Like,
yes.
I don't know the exact dates, but probably the 60s. There was more of a singles era. But I think we're in a singles era again. So it's kind of making the album a little bit of a dinosaur, the whole form.
Right.
But people are still listening to albums all the way through, but I think less so than they used to. But I actually think people are consuming more music now than they ever have because they have access to so much music. But I think people are just mixing it the way they want to mix it. They're playlisting it, they're listening to curated playlists.
Right.
And so you're just getting less emphasis on the album as a form now.
All right, y'all, let's get ready for the performance. John Legend, everybody. This is like a crazy story that I never ever thought I'd have the chance to share with you. So, you don't know this, but just after The Matrix came out, you came to South Africa. You were there helping children and schools.
I was an ambassador to UNICEF.
Yes,
I went to Soweto
yes.
because it was the AIDS pandemic.
Yes. And so I had just watched The Matrix. And so they said, a friend of mine who worked at UNICEF said, Trevor, Laurence Fishburne is coming to Soweto. Do you want to come to the event? And I was like, I'm sorry, Morpheus is coming. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm going. because I'm Neo. I know it deep down inside.
the one.
I was like, I'm the one. And so I drove out, and I had this really like shitty little car that I loved with all my heart, and I drove it. No, it was a tiny little red Golf, and I drove this car to Soweto to meet you, and I'll never forget this moment. You were walking, and you seemed like a king. You were wearing a purple, it was like a red purplish suit. That's the one. And you were wearing the Nikes with the like Ninja Turtle ones with the things. I'll never forget this.
Yeah, the African shoes.
Yes, those were
African tailored
exactly.
suit, African
And
shoes.
so you were walking, right? And there was just men around you. Everyone was surrounding you to keep Laurence Fishburne safe. Everyone was just like, and you were regal and walking in the middle. And I'll never forget, I was driving into the school, and so you were taking a tour before you went into the school.
Right.
And so I was driving in, and then I saw you walking with the people. And I was like, oh, it's Laurence Fishburne. And you guys were like walking in the school. And I didn't look at where I was going. And my car, I drove off basically like a little embankment thing. And my car like fell off and then leaned over the side. And then everyone screamed, and they were like, ah! Ah! And then you were walking, and then they were like, don't worry about this, don't worry about. Yeah, they were like, don't worry. And I'm looking at you, and I'll never forget this moment. You turned and you just looked, and all the people came, and then you were like, help him. And then they came, and they started pushing the car. And even though they were the ones pushing, I looked in your eyes. And for me, it was a moment, but it's like Morpheus was moving my car with his mind. It was the craziest thing I was like, if I meet you one day, I'm gonna tell you that story because you saved my life. You saved my life.
No, don't look at it.
Oh,
because then this will just, okay, so that, but 2 is related to something about your number. 2 is related. I don't know how, and you changed. Take another one, don't look at it. Put it down, don't look at it. Put it down there, don't look at it. Good. Take another one, don't look at it. And we'll keep them in the line of what you're taking, right?
Okay.
Again, so don't look, But so, here, take another one, don't look at it. Don't look, put it. Okay, so let me just ask you something. So you took a bunch of cards, Trevor.
Right.
And I said that you changed your mind and you showed it by mistake, and that was a 2.
Right.
And then when I said to you, do you want to see something with the 4-digit number, the ice pick, you started with the 4-digit number that I said that you're going to think of, and then you went to the ice pick joking.
Yes.
How does the 2 relate to the 4-digit number?
The 2 is...
You tell me.
is the month that would relate to the 4-digit number.
That you were thinking of.
Right.
That I could have never known that you would ever think of.
Yeah.
But I just knew somehow that the 2 was related.
Yeah.
What is the 4-digit number that you were thinking of?
1984.
And what is, so the month is
It's February. Yeah.
And the year would be 1984. And you took 4 cards and you moved all around and changed your mind and did everything.
Right.
And you shuffled these.
I did.
And they're all different.
Yes.
Turn over the first card. Oh yes, that's an ace.
That's 1.
What's the next one? That's a 9. What's the next one?
The fuck out of here, man! Fuck out of here, David Blaine. Go away. Go away. Go away. Yeah, that was a real thing that happened. Is Anna came to the show, and then Anna was basically like backstage. She's like, "Hey, I'm not here for the Daily Show for like this part. I just want to do the between the scenes with you."
Well, because I loved the between the scenes.
And I appreciate that. I appreciate it's completely more relaxed. It's just it is.
Sounds like you don't appreciate
No,
it.
I completely appreciate it. What happened afterwards?
You were like,
though,
I appreciate it when it was my thing.
No. It is our thing and it is fun. I don't mind that. Let me explain what happened. So then Anna says to me backstage, "Hey, I want to do between the scenes." Then I'm like, what do you mean, like, it's not a thing? She's like, "Yeah, I'm going to come do the nothing with you." And then I'm like, "Yeah, but it's not a I don't even like plan I'm just going to talk." She's like, "Then I will come and just not plan and talk with you." Then we did it. Then the thing blows up online. Then it's like huge and then millions of people are like, "Oh my God, I love that Kendrick and you on between the scenes." Now they're saying like it's a movie that we starred in together. Now it's like a thing. It's like, And so then I was like, "Oh, that's great." And I loved that. And I was eternally grateful. But then people would come to the show, random people, and then they'd just be like,
Can I also do a super off-the-cuff, totally
Exactly.
relaxed thing, but make it super controlled?
You see,
And I'm going to be kind of really performing throughout it and
That's the
going,
thing.
That's an excellent point.
that's
Things like that.
And then now what you have created is I let one person in the door, and now everybody wants to come in the door.
sorry.
And this wasn't a thing.
And it's not authentic like me. Yeah. It's not just so cool like me.
Yo, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You got a pair of sneakers as a gift from Jesus and Mero. And then I saw on your Instagram, like you caused like a storm in like the sneakerhead community.
I
'Cause
know.
they gave you like
I know.
they gave you like a dope pair of Jordans.
Yeah, it was
and
great.
then you took a picture, and in the Instagram post you bending. You know when you crease the shoe? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Don't do that. I will fight every one of you. No.
And that's what the reaction was online.
Online.
People were
It's
like,
the creases,
no.
the creases.
And she was like, thanks for the shoes, guys. And then like just like creasing them. Thanks for the shoes.
But
Did you do it on purpose?
What was great was Jesus and Miro were both like, who cares, dude?
Yes, but the
and
people-
also,
the
I'll
people
buy
were-
another pair.
No, the people were like, no, it's not even about it's about like what happens to the shoe itself. It's the crease, the feeling the people have. I'm not a sneakerhead, but I understand it. Like when I'm around sneakerheads, I walk like this. I'm serious, like they're like adamant about not creasing that part. That's the only thing I wanted to know is if you did it on purpose.
I didn't do it on purpose, but I did encourage it because I was like, this is amazing.
Oh, okay, so
and
you didn't
fascinating.
mind the sneaker backlash.
No. Well, because that's no way to live your life. It's like not taking the toys out of the box.
And there are many people who don't take the
There are
toys
many
out of the
people
box.
who don't take the toys out of the box.
They just don't take the toys out of the box.
You seem more invested in this for somebody who's not a sneakerhead. I feel like you,
No,
I feel like you want to
no.
publicly shame me.
Not at all. Not at all. No, I'm always invested in outrage. I love outrage
Yes,
online.
yes.
That's what I'm invested. Any
Yes.
outrage online, I'm like, what did you do? Because I love online outrage. It's like sometimes,
true.
you know why? Because here's what I find.
When the makeup YouTubers were going at each other's throats, and I was like, I don't know who any of you are.
Yes.
But I got so invested.
Exactly. Here's what I love about outrage is that its levels are never like direct. They never correlate to what actually happened. So the outrage is just like, I'm not Kendrick. Do you get what I'm saying? And it would be the same as like, war criminal, and you don't know. And so like when you click, you don't know what you're gonna get. You're just like, what did Anna Kendrick do? Did she bomb a small village? No, she creased her sneakers.
Yeah,
She
but
creased her
next
sneakers.
time,